In the top left, down 1, he is the blue Zerg, Armani.
And his opponent in the southeast position here of Romanta's side, the Red Terran player from Team Liquid, he's Clem. He doesn't struggle against too much, and this is going to be another challenge for him. Armani going for that Worm de la Nidus. He has the spine and the natural. That's it should be a pretty big giveaway that he's doing a tech-based build. However, there's no vision in the southwest of that main base, Zombie Grub.
Does it matter though? Like, this is going to be pure Ling Queen. If Clem
he's got
can
stim.
he's gonna have stim, he's gonna have medivacs. Like, if he has time to respond, okay? Like, there's a difference between the Lings jumping on the Marines with everything they've got, and Clem being like, oh, that's what this is, and then like pulling back and bringing his SCVs. Maybe this is exactly what Armani wants him to do. Maybe he's exactly hoping that the medevac will go across the map, leaving Clem with whatever production has left over, which will not be enough. Production plus 2 medevacs worth? Yes, that's probably enough. Only one portion of that? No, I'm not sure. And he's going to pull back with the medevacs. Marines already being killed. SC's already being killed. The medevacs actually might have to unload on top of Lings. Is this actually going to work?
This is really weird because I actually think that quite a few, there was quite a lot of the Zerglings that died to those 2 Hellions and the Reaper that were pocketed in, but the Nidus is finished inside of that main base. Another Nidus starts up in the natural, and very important to note as well, a lot of stims are going to be forced out of Clem as he's going to be quickly trying to reposition himself on his own base. And I think the 300 IQ move here, because as we were talking about, it's a lot of just Lings and Queens, Zombie Grub, Spine Crawlers, halfway done inside of Clem's base. There are so many transfuses available here. I really don't know what exactly the game plan is, because normally this many Marines against this many Lings, I'd be a little bit concerned. But when you add in, what is that, 8, 9 Queens and 3 Spines, it gets a hell of a lot more difficult very, very quickly. That siege tank is going to be an MVP player if it's able to help make this hold possible.
Combat Shields is done. He's going to go for it, but the Spine Crawlers are there, as you were talking about. 1 tank is firing, nothing else. And Clem, I feel like he thinks he's going to win this, but I'm not so sure. I guess the Lings are mostly gone, but the medevacs also are losing out on their energy. The Queens still trying to do their best with their own DPS. I mean, I feel like he overstayed his welcome just a tiny bit, where maybe just buying more time, pushing that second siege tank forward and dealing with the natural faster would have been the better call. I don't know, but Clem still has some really solid production.
Yeah, I'm surprised that the main base SCVs weren't pulled to help with this. As long as that tank doesn't die, I really did think he was about to kill the tank with those Lings early on. Now the SCVs do come out to fight, but as long as that tank is alive, that does create a lot of opportunity to get the cost-effective shots, but the tank shots are actually helping to kill the SCVs a little bit here, which is annoying. The medevacs are actually repositioned to help the SCVs. But another big part of that, Zombie Grub, is all those Niduses that were getting started in the natural expansion were forcing a pretty significant number of the Marines to also double back and have to be split, limiting the ability to clean up that big attack. So he's going to kill that worm. He finally kills these ones. He scans that third base, says, okay, there's a handful of drones there, as another Nidus is going to start. And I think there's still even a creep tumor inside the main base. So this was definitely one of those attacks that had crazy game-ending potential. But at the end of it, you've got a Terran on 3 orbitals. The Zerg has no 4th, and there's no upgrades for the Zerg. Baneling Nest is only just now going to be getting underway. And +1 is finishing for the infantry. So I think taking this 3rd right now, again, is a bit adventurous. Armani definitely realizes that he needs to make a play happen to save himself. So that does not get allowed to land. And he's going to keep spreading the creep inside of Clem's base. But how does he stop this attack? I don't see it. He's going to be able to start slow Banelings in a little bit. But most of the Lings are still out on the field, too.
2 dozen Queens. That's how he does it. He doesn't even have that many transfuses, actually. Like, there's 2, maybe 3.
Are Queens that good? I've read the forum posts, but I don't think they're true. Clem takes it 2-0.
Just going across, actually.
Wait, is he
himself? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it looks like, actually.
It's a very early probe there to send this way. I mean, the Cybercore has just finished, so yeah, it has. I think it has to be, given the position here. Yeah, it's just strange. I mean, I guess there could be a situation where a Marine spots the pylon and thinks, oh, he's gonna warp in like gateway units or something weird. I don't really know.
Oh, it's gonna be Voidrays.
Yeah, what a nifty. So this is gonna be a shield battery position, like you're hinting at, Ravi, and there's a depths also being made. So this is gonna be somewhat of a committed attack. Will he be able to delay the CC? That would be huge.
Oh, that'd definitely be very nice, because That SCV even having to pull off for this long is going to be really, really annoying. Another SCV was also pulled both to help out with soaking up some of the adept shots, but also it's an extra SCV that can help finish up this command center. So this SCV gets picked off, another SCV already there. A very aggressive pile. Okay, if TY did not suspect something earlier, they should
Why is he running?
suspect it now.
Oh my god, and he ran towards his proxy stats. I mean, it's almost like he was giving it away to a certain extent, but TY not really reading too much into it. Now there is the Voidray out, however, and things are gonna get hectic for TY. He has no anti-air Ravi, I think. Stats is doing it, he does not care. The proxy is in TY's face. There is a bunker going up, there is a mine now that's gonna help to zone out that Voidray, but yet still he has a very good position to get rid of add-ons and whatever he wants, really. This, you know, supply depots.
As soon as the shield batteries finish, I actually just want to see that Voidray absorb the Widow Mine, because you can absorb one of those hits. There's a very low Marine count right now. You can just absorb it, heal up, and be fine. Just don't take the hit on both of those. You don't want that Widow Mine count to grow to a point where you actually just start getting zoned out of, say, the mineral line or your retreat path.
Yeah, I'm completely with you. I think that is a great point to make the Widow Mine. However, it does not go up. All right, one thing that Stats has been doing that is fantastic, though, is resetting the count of the other units so that he can still do exactly what you were saying, absorb a Widow Mine shot and heal up. If there is enough units doing damage with the Widow Mine, you know, there's potential. Wow, godlike. All right, one of those Void Rays is finally going to absorb it, Ravi.
Yeah, I think that Stats has just got a little bit too much at this point. Yeah. So he's fine now. Even with a single Hellion on the other side of the map, Warpgate was actually researched for this. It wasn't even like the crazy, I'm not doing anything except making Void Rays play. So he has what he needs to defend back at home against light harassment like that. And at this point, you just get free supply depots.
Yeah, at this point, I think you run the Stalker into the if not, oh, he was trying to bait both mines. That would have been cool. Is that a thing that you can do with the Stalker?
Potentially. Sure. It's very, very difficult, I think, because of the overkill detection for the units makes it very difficult. Oh, no, he's going to end up sacrificing one of the low hit point Void Rays over there, so he just ends up losing that. He's going after the Vikings. He's going to be able to get one of them. Should be able to get the second one. Stalker gets surrounded, but now he can just target fire down the Widow Mine. And that's all of the units. The dancing coming out from TY. He says GG, effectively, giving his congrats. Talk about commitment. Talk about commitment. This is a committed attack, by the way.
Yeah, well, he's going for the Proxy double barracks Marauder, which is like... This build is fantastic because if you SCV scout your opponent in TVT and you see that there's nothing in their base and you don't get to go up the ramp into the wall because there's like the 3 depots or whatever, you might think to yourself, oh, I'm getting Proxy Reaper. Oh, I know what I need to deal with this, right? I can pull some SCVs, get a bunker up, and I'm fine. But then what happens is your Reaper's at the front of your ramp, gets tagged by the Marauder. It can't run away anymore because it's got concussive shells. And then you lose the game because he's just going to pick off all of your SCVs that are trying to repair the bunker, or he gets a bunker at the bottom of your natural ramp and blows up all of your supply depots. And 99% of the time, you build like maybe 3-4 Marauders with this. You get some work done, and he scouts one of the barracks. Okay, seeing the tech lab is actually really important. Seeing the tech lab is really important. I love the Widow Mine. Oh, I love the Widow Mine. So the SCV is going to have to try and soak the Widow Mine shot. But Widow Mines do kill the Marauders to the best of my knowledge. So it is going to barely be able to close that out. And Marauders don't deal bonus damage to them, but this is why these 2 SCVs are here. And he just does not really have a lot to deal with this. He's going to have to bring the SCVs. Now, when you see that mine, you do want to be really cautious about it. But the next thing that always happens is one of these barracks is probably going to float over to that natural so that he can shoot up the ramp at the depots and just kind of like slide his way around the Widow Mines. Meanwhile, SCVs are just trying to deal with the Reaper back inside of Marinelord space. This is the weakness of the strategy, obviously. And since he only took 1 gas and he's still building Marauders, he can't afford the factory. So he might... I don't think trying to brute force your way up here is the correct decision either, though. I think you lift one of the barracks, get the vision, and stop building Marauders.
The Reapers actually... That's game ending, right?
I think the Reapers have just about done it. He sent 1 Marauder home. So he has done enough damage, but look at the worker count, right? It's not unlosable.
Oh my god, he's gonna get another kill too.
That was pretty sick. That Reaper should have been dead.
That was a great grenade that keeps it alive. Yeah,
the fact that he's still building Marauders and he didn't just like get stim and just YOLO up the ramp is pretty bold.
One shot a bunker? How many Marauders do you need to one-shot a bunker?
No, I mean, to get the vision, to get all them there, he would at least take enough damage to maybe lose one. But, I mean, if the bunker has 1 armor by default, or I don't know, bunkers might have 0 armor by default, honestly. 400 hit points. Marauders deal, what is it, 20 damage?
I didn't actually expect you to do the math on stream. Nate, you could have been.
I don't know. You need a lot of Marauders to one-shot a bunker, but yeah. He clears out the Reaper in his base, but he never took that second gas. Like, what the thing here is, Fear Dragon, he doesn't have anything to deal with the Banshee that's being made. So it doesn't matter. Like, nothing else that happens in this game matters. There's no engineering bay. There's no factory. There's no Marines. Even if he busts this ramp, there's already nothing he can do. And he's going to build... The tank is almost done for Heromarine. I mean, I hate to say it. I really don't like being one of the casters that ever does this, but I don't see a path to victory. This Banshees could... If he maybe just doesn't look at the factory for 20 minutes, but if he just sees it, kills the SUV building the factory, he will never finish it, and then the game is over because it's only Marauders.
We could very well just see the tap out right over here, but I think this Marinelord is kind of floundering and saying, all right, take the Marauders. It's base trade time at this point. The barracks is going to land over there. Okay,
I think he landed the barracks hoping that a tank would shoot at it, but he had the tank really far back. GG. Marine, easy win.